Hey, it's good to see so many of you again. As always, I'm your kindly old Uncle G, and this is the Retroactivate podcast, where we'll feature a classic LP that merits another look. Be sure to subscribe to stay ironically current with these ongoing rock and roll discussions. John Dolan once referred to the Replacements as the greatest band that never was, but he could easily have been referring to Television, a band that put out fewer studio albums and generated a quieter lore. Led by Tom Verlaine, Television did indeed play the same clubs as Talking Heads, Blondie, and the Ramones. Verlaine and colleague Richard Lloyd were indeed as formidable a two-headed guitar monster as any. Pairings such as Richards Woods and Garcia Weir remain unnoticed now and forever. But if Television's greatness remains a hipster whisper, Verlaine's solo work merits more than the hipster hush that it's received through the years. Which brings us to this week's recording, Verlaine's second solo LP, Dreamtime. Released in 1981, Dreamtime earns its title with 12 tracks that seem to confront us with details from our collective urban subconscious, stranger in their post-punk tenderness than their post-punk angst. The package is familiar. 2 vinyl sides, 5 songs each, songs built from verses, choruses, and instrumental breaks. The opening track, There's a Reason, is a love song. Its chorus affirming that primal pop song revelation that you're my thrill, my dear. Long before it achieves a chorus, however, it severs ties with the 1950s jukebox in its DNA. The opening guitar fanfare sounds more like an army of Xerox copier repair persons taking whatever hill such armies take than it does Johnny or any other blues player achieving goodness. And before that familiar thrill makes itself known in the chorus, Verlaine evokes lions roaring by the entrance and Heaven's Preview, which starts tomorrow. If New Love has its trepidations, it at least takes place in a city with a prominent library and movie theaters. Love develops as the album develops. Grip and pulsation get explored. Since this is Tom Verlaine, however, not Ted Nugent, the song titled Penetration addresses thought and consciousness more than it does body parts and skin. Well, I'm forgetting things before I think them. Your names, your qualities, I could drink them, is not your standard rock music rhymed couplet. While the song is undeniably sexual, it concerns itself with surfaces, horizontal and vertical holds. When the beloved, who glows in the dark and whispers in sparks, says she's dripping wet, she may very well need a beach towel, shelter, an umbrella. The speaker can't find what she needs, which for me makes him real. That one honest man among rock singers. Again, Verlaine knows what Mickey Baker and Sylvia Vanterpool knew before him, namely that love is strange. The object of his affection builds a ladder and lays it on the ground before moving away without a sound. Verlaine gets at the complex emotional timbre of a relationship, not by making stuff up or embracing the literal, but through poetry. As the song always reminds us, love, for all our constant obsessing over it, remains the best kept secret in this town. And these 10 tracks refuse to get cynical or complacent where love is concerned. He takes on the naysayers on A Future in Noise, which starts with the hilariously insightful lines, "You're a graduate of the Rimco School of Numbness, and you walk in here with your 15 degrees. In the chorus, he knows Arm's length won't do. He's got to keep about a mile from these killjoy intellectuals. As interesting as the lyrics are, Verlaine's voice is part of the fugue here, part of the overall weave of elements rather than a knockout punch a la Otis Redding. The guitars here stack and unstack like woven themes in a Mingus tune, or a Ventures record where Noki and Don have fallen under the spell of cubism. If you'll be disappointed that the guitar work isn't a solid chugga chugga underneath Eric Clapton's efficient blues licks, this might not be the record for you. However, if you're a fan of Eno-produced Bowie, tuneful jazz in New York City, this might be worth your time. Though my millennial focus group heard a distinct Devo-like counterpoint in the arrangements, I'd be surprised if Verlaine's approach to guitar isn't known to the guys in the Strokes as well. As always, it's been swelled, but the swelling's gone down. I'll be back next month with more on the music that built and then threatened to destroy and then had a tickle fight with this enormously great nation of ours. Be sure to subscribe. It wouldn't be a party without you. This has been your kindly old Uncle G for the Retro Activate podcast. Until next time, stay strange.